Hey guys, so sorry I couldn't be there with you guys today. I'm just going to talk about my personal leadership plan. My vision was basically to create an environment where athletes can come in if they have an injury and I can help them out. Obviously, I hopefully will educate them on their injury just so that, they're not just getting injured and then being fixed. They're actually learning something along the way. My hope is that, I can be there as a resource to them, not only as a trainer, but as just someone they look up to and that if they need help, they can come to. When identifying my strengths and weaknesses, I think one of my strengths was kind of like what General Kickladder said. He didn't necessarily take a job and just kind of do what he needed to do. He did the very best that he could possibly do, and that kind of showed people around him that he had a very strong work ethic. And I think that's one of the things that I am generally pretty good at. Whether I love the job or I don't, I'm going to do my very best so that kind of translates later on, to other jobs or other potential opportunities. So that was one of them. Another strength that I identified was kind of knowing how I learn. I have always taken those tests that have shown you whether you're, a listener, if you like to write things down, if you like to hold things like that. And mine was always being a tactile learner, and I think that's why I kind of gravitated towards athletic training, because it's a lot of, putting your hands on your patients and, figuring out what's going on with them based on that. And I think that's going to be a huge strength going from now on, knowing that I'm that kind of learner and using that to my benefit in other environments. Two weaknesses that I kind of identified. One of them was kind of what Gardner was talking about, having that barnacle metaphor. So, growing up as a military child, I was forced to change a lot. And I think now that I'm not in that environment anymore and I don't have to change, I think I'm a lot more resistant to it. And so when there's new opportunities or things that come up, I'm kind of go towards the easy route, or I go towards what's comfortable, and I think I need to kind of branch out of that a little bit. Another one was that a lot of the times I'll have a lot of really good ideas, and I don't necessarily follow through with them. I think maybe because it's too hard or something along those lines. But I think that those are definitely some things I need to work on. My plan for those, I actually saw this quote in Gardner and I really liked it. It said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." And that just really goes to show that, you're never done learning. So on that note, as far as my resistance to change, I have decided that, when I'm presented with new opportunities, I'm going to, rather than just dismissing them right away, I'm really going to take a second, look at the pros and cons of each situation and really try and be more open to change going forward in all aspects of life, not just work or in my personal life, but just being a little more open-minded. I think that would be huge. The second one was not following through with ideas. I think that it would be extremely beneficial for me to take the research that I have around me, so the people that I work with every day, taking my new ideas and kind of saying, okay, are these good ideas, are these bad ideas? And if I think that they're going to be good, then maybe making a schedule as far as like, okay, I'm going to implement this. I'm going to in 2 weeks, I'm going to see, is it working? What needs to be changed? What needs to be modified? Things like that, and kind of making a plan for those types of deals. So I think that is extremely going to be helpful for me. Another thing is, I said that my work ethic was kind of my strength, but I think that that's always something to maintain and upkeep. So I think everything going forward, whether it's a new job or a new opportunity, I think I just want to continue, working my absolute hardest. So as far as this process goes, I think that is extremely helpful moving forward. Identifying your strengths and your weaknesses is always a good idea, as far as like going into new career paths or things like that, just so you know who you are, what your morals are, what your values are, what you need to work on, and things like that. So I'm thankful that we got to make this plan.